Welcome to a very special episode of The Wine Chemist. Our friends at Garage Winery in Napa asked me to spotlight a unique style of sparkling winemaking. So let me introduce Pétillant Naturel, also known as Pét-Nat. When discussing methods of sparkling winemaking, this artisanal technique is often overlooked. Pét-Nat uses the Méthode Ancestrale, which dates back to 1531, and is in fact the oldest known technique for making sparkling wine. It was in southern France where Benedictine monks at the Abbey in Saint-Hilaire first produced a wine with bubbles, predating champagne by over 100 years. To make champagne, there are many steps involved, the most significant being the second fermentation. The Méthode Ancestrale gets to the quick of it. The still wine is bottled prior to the fermentation coming to completion, meaning, in the closed bottle, there are sugars and yeast. Completing the fermentation in bottle produces carbon dioxide. This trapped CO2 then dissolves into the wine, producing the fizzy bubbles. You might think that with fewer steps, this would be easier. However, it gets tricky. Too little unfermented wine leaves a flat and off-tasting wine, whereas too much can result in overproducing CO2, causing the bottles to explode. One of the reasons the traditional method was developed to make champagne is because of how difficult it is to add the right amount of yeast and pick the perfect time to bottle. The controlled second fermentation answers this concern, allowing for large production. This leaves the nearly forgotten ancestral method as a form of art reserved for small batch, highly crafted sparkling wines. Using the ancestral method, Pét-Nat does have a different profile. The overall pressure is slightly lower than other sparkling, and often shows calmer bubbles with not as fine of a mousse on the palate. But the benefits include expressive and pronounced aromas, often contributed by the use of the winemaker's decision to use unconventional varietals. This brings us to our spotlight wine, Garage Winery's Pét-Nat Super Geisha. This sparkler is made predominantly from Picpoul, a varietal known for its origins in southern France. What better way to pay tribute to those Benedictine monks as their first bubbles were made from Mosaic, a neighboring white. But Pét-Nat can be made from a variety of grapes not exclusive to white, as seen from Tank's upcoming release made from Barbera. If you are looking for a new and adventurous form of bubbles to enjoy, try a Pétillant Naturel. Pét-Nat! They can be tough to find, so go to Garage Winery's website and order direct. Use the code WINECHEMIST to get 10% off and $1 shipping on your first order. And until the next time on The Wine Chemist, here's to experimenting with wine. Cheers.